Welcome to another scene in the living world of darkness in the Changeling venue. This scene is going to take place the in the Brooklyn borough of New York, and Etra will be there, kind of probably having to go through some Red Branch Knights checkpoints. Probably doesn't look a little bit too surprised, or he doesn't even have a look of care as they probably will search her. Um, Passing through, she'll just simply be walking through the streets near Vlad's territory, and who knows who she'll bump into.
Things that go bump in the night. Well, actually, Xavier is taking a stroll through the city, trying to see the city that he knows so well with a fresh set of eyes. It's been quite eventful period for him, and he wants to get to know New York like he hasn't known it before. So when he sees a familiar face, or what passes for a face, I guess. I'm kidding. Sorry. He will like smile and go, "Ah, Zaina."
Oh, hey Xavier. She definitely looks. Maybe her posture's a little bit slouched. How's it going?
Well, not too not too bad. He says, "I'm just trying to see the city anew."
I've pretty much been doing the same. Staying on my feet, exploring little things that I haven't seen before,
Hmm?
or at least I wasn't aware to see before. You didn't hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he nods and he goes, "Yeah, well, it's I still feel a little bit like that dog in those pictures with words that my students like to use. What are they called? Memes or something? The dog in the
You mean memes?
probably, yeah, the dog in a chemistry lab. That's where the text says, "I have no idea what I'm doing." That's that's a little bit how I feel, to be honest.
I guess I don't really feel like a meme right now. I just kind of feel a little bit different from those things, I suppose.
Yeah, no kidding.
So you're a teacher?
Yeah, I teach engineering at Columbia.
Huh. Surprised I've never seen you. You're a professor?
Yeah, it's just, oh, see, I think it's there's a special title that I couldn't remember. He's yeah, I'm a lecturer, so I'm not I don't have tenure yet.
Honestly, that's why we miss each other, and I wasn't taking engineering, so.
Yeah, well, mechanical engineering, designing. For example, the night that you guys came to my apartment, I was grading. No, my friend's apartment. I was grading. I was grading an assignment where the students had to design bridges, and yeah, mind you, bridges that would hold up, not just draw a bridge. You know. So
I
that's
see.
the kind of thing I teach.
Nice. I'm in the other building to the east, I think. I'm in the medical center for Columbia.
Ah,
Studying there for quite a few years.
yeah. Well, I mean that's why our paths didn't cross. He smiles.
Probably.
So you're a doctor or training to be?
Trying to be, not quite yet a doctor.
Hmm?
Currently, I am in my second year of residency, and probably in a couple months, I'm going to be going into my third,
Ooh,
which
okay.
means I'll have my own practice.
So you want to be a family doctor?
No, I am I'm studying for psychiatry.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this when he says this, he says it in a way that you know what he's referring to. This must have been quite a bit of a challenge for you as well, huh?
Believe me, I was just debating going into the hospital, and telling them what I was experiencing. But to be fair, I think people may have misconceptions about what hallucinations may necessarily be. And she kind of goes back and forth. Maybe they're not misconceptions. Maybe they are. It's just lack of understanding, I suppose. That's why it was kind of a shock, because out of all the things that I've been reading about and studying, when I was going through all of this, and she kind of exclaims to around her, it definitely was probably a little bit even more scary.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's I don't know much about these things he says. I just knew that I suddenly saw some things that shouldn't really be, and I thought that maybe the cheesecake had shrooms in it or something. I don't know. He grinned.
Well, it depends on how on when you ate the shrooms that you would encounter certain effects.
Yeah. Well.
And the
Here we
dose.
are.
Well, here we are. She kind of takes a deep breath and then says, "Do you like this?"
He sighs and he thinks for a few moments before he looks at her and says, "I mean, yes and no, because I
Yeah.
it's the funniest thing, because I've always wanted to do my best for others and to help others, and now I'm in a position where I can do that, but I don't know the faintest thing about what I'm doing and when I'm doing it, and the fact that I don't know basically anything frustrates me, if you know what I mean. I can sense what people think of each other sometimes, but I don't have any idea about what is basically going on, the grander scheme. I knew that some major thing went down yesterday or a couple of days ago, but
Yeah,
that's about all I know.
Yeah, that was some Saturday.
You know,
2 days ago. That was heard about that. That was intense stuff. Unfortunately, I wanted to help, but I couldn't be there at the time.
well, I mean, I was when I heard it, I also wanted to join, but then I found out that, I mean, it was apparently taking the fight to someone, and then he gestures to himself. I am many things, Zaina, but I am not particularly a fighter. I think I've been in a bar brawl or two in my time, but that's about it.
Maybe not all of us are fighters, but I don't know.
But I can build things. He smiles, and if you need anything built, come to me.
I've been thinking about trying to get some. She kind of looks to her staff and to her sword. I've been actually looking more, maybe less to have someone wrestling, but for me, but to learn.
He nods. Do bear in mind, he says, that I'm mostly well, I do know the basics of engineering as such, but I'm mostly I'm mostly specialized in mechanical stuff. I can
Like conventions.
Yeah.
She kind of has like a almost like a kind of face. Maybe I'll take you up on that if you're willing.
Oh, definitely.
I'd love to learn.
Where are you guys exactly?
We're just walking down the street, probably near one of your 3 holds.
All right, cool. Vlad is sitting on a bench, surrounded by a good number of guards. He's definitely looked better, and he's heavily bandaged.
And since he has that one special flaw, no, I don't need to roll willpower for that. because he does want to help. When he sees when Xavier sees Vlad, he will be like his eyes will widen and he will be, oh my, and then he will oh my, he will head over to he will like walk briskly over to him. Are you all right? What happened? Can I help you? What do you need?
Vlad looks, she's stable.
Do you need something? Oh, there's a Starbucks over there. I will be right back. He says, holding up a finger, and then he walks briskly towards the Starbucks.
And probably Zaina walks past him as he goes to the Starbucks. She kind of walked there slowly, whereas Xavier probably like ran over there.
Yeah.
She's just kind of walking briskly, just kind of, letting him do his thing. And she kind of walks up to Vlad and says, "You were participating in that event, I take it?"
Vlad nods.
You're gonna hold up, okay?
Well, not dead, which is good. I'm kind of very close to a final death. I was hit by well, officially, we're saying I was hit by a car, but shotgun blasts with cold iron.
She kind of goes,
Numerous blasts.
"You're a tough guy."
It's the only thing that kept me alive. They're dangerous.
Seems like everything is in some way.
Some more than others.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, that's true. He's got a cane. He's kind of like...
She's gonna. If I sit next to you,
Oh, please.
she kind of casually and slowly has a seat. Has her hands on her, kind of sitting up again. She's wearing a hoodie, and at least in her mortal seeming. So she just kind of has her hands on her, in those like hoodie pockets, and she says, "Other than that, have you been? Everything else going smoothly?"
I mean, same situation as before, so.
Mm-hmm. Did you manage to save anybody?
I took out those guys so the others could move ahead. I understand they managed to save a couple people.
I heard a report that they said. I just was curious of how many. I was thinking about, experiences like that can be weighted. I was thinking of offering my services to the Duke or whoever.
Yeah,
Notify people that if they need help or people to talk to, they can come to me.
it's an interesting idea.
Do you know who I could get in contact with?
If you want to help in the future, just stay in touch with me or Baron Amare. Or,
And- Go on, sorry.
no, I'm done.
Oh, okay. Well, it probably hasn't been more than like 5 minutes or something before people can see Xavier rushing. Before they can see Xavier rushing back across the street. Actually, for a moment, forgetting to watch where he's going, and just going out into the street, following, heading back over to Vlad, and he hands him the coffee and says, "I didn't know what you wanted, so I just picked my own favorite, and that's this, my dear friend, is mochaccino."
Ah,
and
is one
hands
of
it to him.
Good guess. Thank you very much.
Anything, he says, and
He-
then says, what happened?
I was just saying I was participating in that. He's making sure that no one else is like even remotely in hearing distance. I was in the rescue mission the other night.
Ah,
He and a group of others were encountering banal ones.
you know,
Dorntain.
seriously.
Well, I was trying to be more subtle, but yes, Dantain.
And Autumn people face down a group of Autumn people with cold iron weapons, including shotguns.
His eyes widen. Cold iron shotguns.
Well, shotguns loaded with cold iron. Yeah.
Wow.
They're I won, but it was a close thing. There were 4 of them, and
Nice.
they were very good.
Well, I mean, you made it. He smiles. That's gotta count for something.
Yeah, counts for a lot. I live to fight another night.
The count counts for a lot. I'm sorry.
On how many counts does the count count?
I don't know how many woods can a woodchuck. I don't know.
I don't think we're even going to try that one.
Yeah, it was good.
There are some really good tongue twisters out there. He chuckles.
Yeah. There is some very fun stuff. I like palindromes.
I'm a pun guy myself. He grins.
Who isn't? You should be careful though before you open up Pandora's box.
he laughs genuinely.
Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't want to box ourselves in.
It's true.
He looks around. It's still. I know that you have probably you people have probably gotten tired of hearing this, but I'm still kind of getting used to this thing.
I'm never to get tired of hearing that.
The other day I saw what was it called, a troll, and he was like at least 9 feet tall and blue.
They're about that, yeah.
Wow,
But
that was something.
well, you should see them in the Dreaming.
Yeah, that was where I saw it in Laney's Laney's place.
No,
I can't remember his name though.
In the here I come. If we're going to talk about this sort of thing, we should go inside. There's let's go to the speakeasy.
Sure.
Sure. Here, you need help?
No, it's fine. He grunts, waves off a few of the guards, and just kind of slowly puts some weight on the cane. We'll be fine in a few days. Or weeks. We'll see.
Hopefully it'll be okay.
Yeah.
So she kind of helps and at least spots you for the most part.
He just kind of hops not hops, but like, you know. It's-
And Xavier just follows.
Yeah, leads the way to that boggy freehold on the second floor of the restaurant.
Oh. She'll probably give you at least some tips and advice on how to deal with the wounds and the cane and not to walk hurting so much.
He pretends not to know. He takes the advice.
He pretends not to take the advice, you mean?
Yeah, he pretends not to take the. Well, he pretends not to dignify it with a response, but after a few
I
minutes.
got 2 successes on a roll just for fluff, and she got 2, so it may help a little bit. Her advice might have helped a little bit.
Yeah, well, he was going to take honestly anything at that point. he is in considerable pain.
She actually probably would say, like, yeah, skip, you know, puts less pressure on the joints.
It's
So she probably finds everyone a seat, probably directs for the bartender to have some drinks on her, and she tells everyone to order what they'd like. Everything's on her tonight.
Well,
out of character, did you put the 2 drops
Yes,
I gave you last month in the
I did.
blue book? Okay.
Oh, son of a diddly. Just a second. I have a particular flaw that I needed to roll before the scene.
Oh, nightmares?
Yeah.
Well, diff 7, right?
Yeah. Willpower. I'm good. I'm more than
Very
good.
good.
Good. Sorry, just needed to get that out of the way. Xavier, when she says that, Xavier will go, ooh, much obliged. I'll have a pint.
Me
No,
too.
he wouldn't say that because he's not British. I'll have a beer. Just 2 Bork if they have it. I don't.
Order as much as you guys like. She's just gonna order a rum and root beer for herself with crack in it. Sammy, you want anything?
He wanted a beer.
Oh, I didn't hear him.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'll take a beer as well.
Gets them from the counter and comes back. She starts drinking hers pretty quickly. Pretty soon after you guys get it. And then she just leans back in the chair, just kind of adopts the quiet that's around and waits for either of you to talk.
Yeah.
Xavier's gonna know that. If you and he's not gonna do something extremely insane, but an inanimate object of any kind, for example, a drink or something, would be prop, right?
That would be prop, yeah.
So Xavier is gonna say, lean into them and said, "I actually learned that I could do something cool the other day."
What's that?
He looks around to make sure that they're not being directly observed, because he doesn't want to create a huge scene. So he just looks at them and says, "Watch this." And then he will look at his beer, and he will roll prop plus
Primal.
Primal, yeah.
Nice.
So he looks at the beer and says, "Is this a good place?"
We're in a freehold. Yes. Did I describe Xavier? Were you here before?
Oh, are we in a freehold now?
Yeah.
Oh, lol. Then it should have been Faye. Oh, it's the same dice pool. Okay, good. So there's no need to be all secret.
It's still prop.
Yeah.
No, it would still be prop, not Faye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still be prop.
Well, anyway, it's the same dice pool. I have one in all of them.
You're good. You're good, man.
So he just looks at the drink and goes, "So, do you come here a lot?"
Yes. One of my favorites.
He grins and looks up at the both of them. To be honest, I know I shouldn't do that too much, but I just had so much fun with it.
Apparently, I can. At least I have the knowledge to do that, but I don't have the. What do they call it? The realm
Oh,
to be able to do that little trick. Sounds like it could be fun.
it really was. I talked to a Pokemon. Not that it told me anything useful, but I talked to a Pokemon.
How'd that go?
Yeah, I think it was Squirtle. I think I don't really know too much about Pokemon, but it kept saying Squirtle, so I guess that's what its name was.
So Vlad, what's any new news that going around in the changeling world? Sam?
Yeah.
She asked Vlad if there's anything new in the changeling world.
He might be occupied.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
So she looks to X that. She'll.
Sorry. I was just.
Oh, okay.
Anything new? I mean, no. Stark is dead now, thank God.
Stark.
It was the psychiatrist who had been kidnapping changelings. The Dauntain.
I see.
That's who we were going after. He had a pretty big operation out of an abandoned, condemned mental asylum. Had been shut down in the 1970s for human rights violations.
Good.
And it was amazing in a terrifying and horrible way. They killed the. There was no chimerical reality for a long way around.
How does that work? There's nothing at all?
Nothing.
What did that feel like?
It was painful. It was physically painful. I couldn't even. I couldn't. I wasn't my full self. None of us were. It was like. Trying to think. It was like doing everything with a terrible migraine, and someone, and cuts everywhere, like everything was painful. Just walking.
So just pain.
Just awful pain. And there was like a weight, it's like depressing anxiety, just the world closing in around you, cutting short possibilities.
She doesn't want to know what to say about that.
Yeah, awful.
I remember hearing about this. People were saying winter was bad when I first chrysalis, and that made me really sad for a moment because I thought that means Fae, I guess myth, winter was bad and all that.
Yeah.
But I liked winter. But then they mentioned that there was lowercase winter and capital winter.
Yeah. I like
is-
lowercase winter too.
What is this capital W winter? I can't really find anything on it.
It's the idea that just like the world, the gray world.
Mm-hmm.
Just like in the gray world, there are seasons. Christy might join us. She might bring in Lainey. Can someone send her a link?
Oh, Lainey?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Where is Christy? There she is.
Lies. She's not anywhere right now, at least.
I invited her. So, what is this? So, that there's seasons?
Yeah, so there's, we have, just like we have the seasons in the gray world, there are kind of cycles to the world. The idea that, at the beginning of the world, there was like spring. Everything was new and coming alive. In the Mythic Age, it was like summer. It was glorious. Magic was full force.
Xavier listens.
Now we're in autumn. Glamour is harder to come by. Possibilities are less fluid. Patterns are more fixed.
Xavier looks at him and says, "If this is autumn, does that mean that I'm sorry to act like this. Does it mean that winter is coming?"
Yes, that's exactly what it means.
What does that mean exactly? Does it mean that we all starve, or that
Yes. Well, it means that glamour will be very, very scarce. We'll have what we have saved. It means the Fomorians will be coming back.
the what now?
We're in a speakeasy, second floor of one of Vlad's freeholds.
Oh, well, may I suggest that somebody try getting in contact with Lainey, perhaps? Because she would never think to go there.
Yes, that's fair.
She'll, you know what? Each will text you. Hey, I'm here at X at X place. Drinks are on me.
Okay,
Thought you might want to hang out.
just because I was going. If you want me to bring my stuff,
Your stuff? Question mark? Question mark?
well, he knows.
Glad. Oh yeah.
She says.
Glad it's heavily pain meded right now. In fact, he probably shouldn't be drinking, but yep.
Okay, well, yeah, just
It can be-
honestly, Vlad knew that Lainey had stuff that could help him.
Oh yeah.
So
That's
it
true.
makes sense that if he might have asked somebody to do it before hopping into the freehold.
Let's say he did. He said, "Can someone text me?"
Yeah, Atriel will probably done that saying. She'll said afterwards, drinks are on me.
Yeah.
So we'll do that then.
There we
That's
go.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay. So she's incredibly late, evidently. Probably all the way across town someplace, because she doesn't tend to hang out in Brooklyn.
And you have to go through the red branch night checkpoint, and then one of the armed gates at Brooklyn.
Well, she doesn't have anything to hide as far as she's concerned, so she's not worried about going through a checkpoint.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she will, I guess, make her way into the place, and if she doesn't see anybody there, she'll she'd probably ask somebody like working downstairs if they've seen you.
Yeah.
And then probably get sent upstairs.
Yeah. You've actually, I think you have been here before, but
I think so, but at the same time, like she's been here once and she literally doesn't hang out in Brooklyn for reasons.
It's the second floor of a gastro, like a brew pub in East East Williamsburg.
Okay, so she'll head in there.
Yeah.
She kind of shows up and look. I mean, is there like a bartender and stuff up here too?
Yeah, it's run by a bartender dressed in black, who's a boggin. He looks similar to the one downstairs. There's a family resemblance.
Well,
there's a fair number of changelings around.
She very much looks like she was like pretty much dressed down and like relaxing at home. You can tell by the outfit. She might have just been out running based on that outfit.
Yeah.
But she's not too worried about it. Who really cares?
Yeah, everyone here is dressed pretty casually.
I'm about to get a lower third up. But yeah, so she kind of she'll go up and get like get herself like a craft beer of some variety. I don't know craft beers myself, but she likes beer. And then she'll kind of look around to see where people are at.
Glad Zyna and Xavier are
All sitting around a table, yeah.
Yeah, enjoying some beer. Vlad he has looked better. In fact, he's got a cane. He's kind of swaying a little bit. He's wrapped. There's a lot of bandages.
And I am a satyr baroness extraordinaire. Sorry, I just kind of laughed at what I put on the little thing. But she'll just kind of head over there with the beer. Probably grab a thing of peanuts along the way. And like put it down on the table and just be like, "Hi guys."
Xavier smiles when he sees her. Lainey, good to see you.
Hi, Lenny.
Hey, Lenny.
Hey.
You okay?
I'm compared to the other day, I'm all right. As she kind of stares at Vlad, there's a look of, and she's not going to hide any of this. There's a look of relief that he is in fact alive, considering the last time she saw him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, concern because are those real? I mean, are there really visible like cold iron wounds?
Yes.
And she knows what they look like. She saw Dimitri's.
Yeah, he took a lot.
And she just looks at him and she's just like, "At least you're not bleeding on my furniture this time. Thank you."
You're welcome.
Today is your lucky day.
More codeine?
Better.
Ooh.
And she's gonna pull one of the.
Definitely better things than coding, she said.
There are, but I didn't bring any like drugs per se. Although if you want me to, I know people.
I didn't mean that, but never mind.
I've got a good couple ounces somewhere.
I just don't like to prescribe that, or at least I don't like that drug from what I found because it can cause a lot of. She kind of points towards the lower stomach, like where your bowels are, and she says, "Your bowels don't like that much."
Yeah.
But then that's when you go for the straight oxycodone. The Tylenol doesn't get you.
She's face palms.
Out of character, out of character. I am a pharmacy technician. I know this shit.
So, I don't know this shit at all out of character. I'm just
No, you were right though. You were right.
I'm a theologian. I don't know anything about that.
Well, I know because my grandma was on coding. She had like really bad constipation and stuff like that.
Well, that could totally be a thing. That does happen with like the codones and codeines and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah. She's and she's gonna take a long drink of her beer and kind of look at him and produce, like, reach into a pocket and pull out two healing potions. And keep in mind, Vlad does know that Margaret only gave out one per person,
Yeah.
but she pulls out two.
Ooh.
What do they look like?
I don't know what they look like, but he knows what they look like because he was there when they were being handed out.
I had one. It kept me alive.
I got more, and they're only good till the end. They're only good for like till the end of the month or something. So,
Whoa.
I'm actually pretty okay with using these. Besides, I kind of have to help you. It's like a sheet.
Thank you.
Not a problem. However, to fix what you got, and she kind of holds one in one hand, like right in front of her face, it's going to cost extra glamour. So can somebody else do one of these for me?
I could. So how do I?
So what?
She
Sorry?
looks confused. Like, how do I? What?
These
Xavier
are-
has this big look in his eyes, like help, yes, but how? Kind of look.
All right, this is the deal, guys, because y'all are new. Evidently, we have to power it with a glamour to heal wounds,
Ooh.
and it will heal. It will heal a decent amount of wounds. I think we might have to use both on him. And since it's cold iron, it's going to be more glamour. I can do one, and I could actually do both, but I'd rather not drain myself entirely.
Yeah.
Xavier Norton says, "Well, I don't know exactly how to do that, but I would definitely. I want to help." He says eagerly.
I'll give it a shot. I mean,
Keep in mind, it is a sheet. We can actually call a sheet on this. We have to take it because we have to protect against the banality of cold iron. That said, I'm not forcing anybody here, but it is a thing.
Wait, what? Like we risk getting cold iron damage or?
Oh no, not
Okay.
with this. These are just healing potions.
Oh, okay.
They're by just, I mean they're damn cool, but they're not permanent. They will in fact stop working at some point.
Okay.
They were made by somebody, whoever Mogram found. Would make them. Probably knockers who
that guy. Yeah, exactly.
well, it was probably knockers, possibly even Goblin Town, because even they have to respect the cold iron issues and the right of rescue.
They have too.
So
Yeah.
at a game, how much glamour do we need to spend in total?
It's 2 glamour, and Lainey will actually take one and kind of hold it
I
up.
think I might need more. You might need more.
No, it's 1 to activate it. I just asked Austin. It's
Oh,
one-
okay. Even
one to
though it's ag.
I don't think it does cost any. I asked how many health levels, and he said he just said that would cover it.
Okay.
Okay. Then Xavier will spend. I don't know how he would know in game how to do it, but he will.
Well,
I will.
Lainey will kind of try to explain to you. She's not going to just like leave you out there.
Fair enough. Well,
Um, She's just going to be like, basically, what you have to do is and she's going to hold up one of them, and she'll hand one over to him.
and you
And
take
and she'll just be like, you have to sort of tap into your inner essence. Is a word, but glamour is what it is. It's what powers your magic.
like
and you've done
meditation.
Well, kind of, but you've done this before. Remember when you used magic? You kind
Oh.
of you've done it, except that this is a little bit more pure.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like activating a cantrip, except the cantrip is in this bottle.
Yeah.
All right, so
And she will go ahead and spend the 2 glamour
And so will Xavier.
and hopefully heal, like, between the 2 of them. Since you have 5 wounds, there are 5 gone, because it would be 3 each.
I'm gonna spend 2 glamour.
Well, whoever's doing it, because it has to be 1 person on each. If you each want to do 1, I can give you you both 1, but there's only 2.
Do we only have to spend? So if I spend 1, if Xavier spends 1, and you spend 1, would that be enough? Or
No, we need 4. And
We need
it's
4.
2. There's 2 bottles, 2 on a bottle. Lainey has no problem powering 1, but I don't think
Okay,
you can
she'll-
do
she
it. I don't
says
think
she
you can
does it.
split it. I don't think you can split it.
she'll take one of the bottles and say, "Here, I'll do it."
Okay.
Xavier will. Okay.
And she
No, if Xavier looks like he really just wants to help, she'll hand him the other bottle. She's not going to stop him. It's fine.
You can recharge my freeholds.
Because because he has that I need to help flow.
Oh, definitely, she understands. Boggin, here you go. Have fun with that.
she, Icha just kind of, I don't know, points towards in herself, and all of a sudden, it seems like what would it look like? Can it look like anything, or does the bottle start glowing? I don't know.
Whatever we want to make it look like. To
Okay.
be honest, it's all whatever we want to make
Mechanical
it look like.
anyway. Okay.
Yeah, it's just how it works. We've never decided it. If you want to say it glows for a second, that's fine. Go for it. I don't care.
Okay. So she holds onto the bottle, and she kind of focuses, and she can see from her forearms these like two lines that kind of feed in feed in from her arms into her fingers, and it kind of bleeds into, and you see Glamour bleeding into the health potion. That should be enough. And then she hands it over to Samuel. There you go.
And Xavier will do something similar. He will take the bottle that he got, and he won't stick his finger in it, of course, but he will put it at the opening and then let it. I don't know if you can Have you guys seen Aladdin?
Yes.
I love
The Genie's Mojo, almost like a stream or something.
Or like that. Sorry.
And then he will, once he has spent 2 glamour, he will hand it back to, Samuel. Here you go, my friend. He says, "Oh, I hope that wasn't presumptuous." He suddenly remembered that Vlad is actually apparently a big shot.
Well, he is, but Lady's just like, yeah, what, Vlad?
Vlad is just kind of like
He doesn't
he's
care right
clearly
now.
out of it. Like some more drugs are kicking in.
Either way, the two of them hand you the bottles, and Lady's gonna be like, go ahead, have a drink. Drink it all, please.
Sweet. Bottoms up. Oh, this tastes like ass. Feels better though, I guess.
I don't give a shit what it tastes like.
Oh.
Just like Robert's testing, tastes bad, but it works.
And yeah, he's healed, but I do believe that even if with cold iron, you still get scars, regardless.
Yeah, well, I think Vlad can add it to the many scars.
You should. Oh God, this is totally out of character, but you should see what Chloe looks like now. She has 2 battle scars, and the upper half of her body is like 75% scars.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me because of the thing. You can't wear tank tops anymore.
Oh, she is going, but she got another one now from silver.
Ooh.
Wow.
6 eggs of silver. Yeah, it was.
Wait,
Six ag from silver?
She
silver
didn't
is
die.
ag as well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
for Gabru it is. No, that's why I said Chloe. Chloe, my other PC.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was totally out of character. Man,
Sorry.
she looks terrible right now, and she's going to continue looking terrible. But anyway, so and she's gonna be like,
A lot better. Thank you for bringing that.
"Welcome." I'd say anytime, but I don't actually have them every time. I don't usually keep those around.
How do you make those?
I don't know. Margrim found someone who did. Like I said, probably a knocker at Goblin Town or something.
Because I want to start making things.
No, there's some guys who there used to be some people who were real good at alchemy and making potions. William was good at it.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in so long now that honestly I'm a little worried. But then again, he was in a rather questionable spot. So I don't know. But I still don't want him dead or anything.
He'll be fine.
I hope so.
He's a fucking legend.
He is, yeah, that might just be the right word.
A legend? What
Sir
legend?
William is a fucking legend.
He's not a sir anymore.
He's still a sir to me.
All right, then.
She's gonna kind of look between them, see what they're on about.
Sewell is one of the most badass fucking knockers you'll ever meet. Fucking tattoo artist from hell. His tattoos come alive.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I like him. I do like him. I just haven't seen him in absolutely forever.
He killed some Red Branch Knights when they came to take him away. So they didn't take him.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
switched when I
it's-
came here.
Yeah.
Well, me too. But to be honest, they might have been slightly nicer to me. Title has odd little benefits.
Yeah. I got a much nicer prison than everyone else.
Apparently, which is
Cable
kind of,
TV. And booze.
hey, booze is something.
Yeah. Fucking jerked off like a billion times. There's nothing much else to do.
Okay, you've had enough to drink. And she kind of stares at his drink.
Yeah, he's just drinking a beer. At least that's what.
They wouldn't even let me see my girlfriend. Oh, fucking.
Well, conjugal
Drink.
visits are a totally different thing.
Hmm?
Conjugal visits are a totally different thing.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed. They wouldn't let me see my friends. They wouldn't let me see aunts. They tortured me, you know. Fucking assholes.
Wait, they tortured you?
Yeah. God knows what they did to the people who weren't counts.
And Zana has probably a look of disappointment on her face.
I did warn you a while ago. Remember when you first Chrysalis? I warned you to be careful what you say and where you say it.
You can say whatever the fuck you want in Brooklyn.
Well, I usually don't say much unless.
I'm just saying the Slua have ears everywhere. And the Slua are mostly on our side, I think, but nevertheless, it's always, it never hurts to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually just like to. Can they see what you write down? These Slua?
They have eyes. It depends on where they're at and what they're doing, to be honest. That's
I don't happen to have one of these Slua sleeping in my house. Or spying me in my house while I'm sleeping.
They can also spy on you from abroad. There is magic, lots of magic that can be done.
Xavier just looks between the three of them and goes, does Slua mean surveillance or something?
no.
No, Sluas are a kith. They're like corpses, kind of. But
Oh.
they're cool. They have super hearing eyes. I think.
They're incredibly perceptive. They can be sneaky. They are incredibly bendy. Like they could hide inside like the tiniest place.
Did you ever read The Wheel of Time?
Xavier shakes his head because his player hasn't read it, so he wouldn't get this reference anyway.
Oh.
They're kind of like, you know, how would you picture like people who are really pale, have really dark hair, and that they're kind of like the underlings, like the people who might say maybe live underground or something, but
Yeah.
they're really skinny, mostly.
They can be
No.
pretty cool.
Oh, they're very cool. I have no problem with them. Tribetan was just damn cool.
It was bad.
So,
I miss
Okay.
Trey Benton. He
Me
was an
too.
asshole.
You
But
miss
he was-
him? He was an asshole.
He was an asshole, but he was still pretty cool.
He when he made a deal, he made a fair deal, and he kept it.
Yeah. He was tough too. He was real good to that heating spear of his. Scared.
He was good people, and she's just gonna kind of lift her drink in a toast, you know, at the to mostly to Vlad because he's the only one who knew Tribetan too, and
He,
and-
you know, he actually nearly got killed by the same blast that killed Trey Benton. I soaked one health level more.
to Tribetan, and she'll take a drink of her beer,
To
whether
Tribetan.
Whether he toasts or not, she's going to toast anyway.
Yeah.
Xavier doesn't know who this
Toast
guy is, but he'll
and-
still like lift his glass and say, "Ah, to him," because it's an opportunity to drink, and he drinks.
She drinks and she's like, "Whew, that was a bit too much." She giggles a little bit like an idiot.
Right, Benton. Yeah, he was cool. He was the deputy marshal. Sheriff.
The head
Magistrate.
Thank you. That was my brain. My brain like went what for a moment. Yes,
Yeah.
he was the head magistrate.
This is good alcohol, she said.
They make it themselves.
Oh no, one day.
Grey World stuff is almost as good too. Actually, that's really good. You can only buy it here though. That's why there's always a line. They come in Phil Growlers. Oh, these are. Oh, I miss a thing. Have you seen Sir Sam?
I have not seen him yet. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, he's pretty tough. I'm sure he's fine.
I mean, I hope so. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the only one who felt really guilty leaving you two behind.
Yeah, but it was the right thing to do.
We had other things to accomplish, and they were accomplished.
We wouldn't have told you guys to do it otherwise. I was worried about him though.
I am too.
Worried. Where's he been for months? Like
I have no idea. To be honest, we're gonna have to I suppose we should ask him at some point. But
he doesn't know what's going on.
no, which is another reason we need to talk to him, assuming that we find him.
Like,
Oh, see, we could just pyretics him, but that's difficult without him being in the scene.
yes. Yeah, we should find him later.
Yeah, we need to. Actually, he needs to get caught up on things.
I mean,
I was glad to see him because I know he's a good friend of Rancor's, and I've heard nothing but wonderful things about him.
you haven't met Sir Sam?
I have, but I've only met him a couple of times.
No.
Out of character. This is not Eve, who was like
Yeah, I
close
know.
to Sam. It's kind of sucks when you come in and all the same people are still there, and you're trying to keep your emotions straight.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I've met him a few times, and he's very much a gentleman.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sorry.
I rescued him from zombies once.
She kind of looks up. Zombies too, eh?
Oh, it all exists. Don't be surprised. I mean, literally, there's no reason to be surprised by anything that exists in the dreaming.
You'll still be surprised. But
I'm just like, oh yeah, whatever. No,
not to people, I'll say the world is a wide and wonderful and terrifying place, and that's great.
yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
It's when you stop being surprised or caring. That's what matters. The day I stop feeling, that's the day I'm gonna go find my final death.
She'll take another sip when he says that. Actually,
Every day for thousands of years, I find something new. Japan's crazy. I love Japan.
Japan is pretty cool.
I want to go. I've never.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go like really far north. See what it's like up there. When night is 3 months and the day is 3 months.
I've been there.
What was that like?
The sun in the summer, the sun never goes down, and in the winter it never comes up. And when it's dark, except in the summer, you can see the northern lights dance, and it looks like, and they're supposed to be the last gateway to Arcadia, somewhere up there.
Well, out of character, Xavier or Mark, you can always just say like, "Hey, Xavier gets a page or a phone call."
That works. I'm sorry, guys. It's just getting.
Actually, if we're at a freehold, you really can't, but you could just say, I gotta go.
That's
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough. I will catch you guys later.
I have papers to marker. I don't know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
By the way, Mark,
Mhm.
you can probably have Xavier recover glamour in one of Vlad's freeholds.
Oh, okay, sweet. Thank you.
Given that you used it to save him, I mean, like,
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, like the only thing Lainey would, I mean, obviously he can do that. That's totally fair. But no, it's a case of like with the she's just kind of like, well, we have to do this. Like, it doesn't matter what it costs us. We have to fix it.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Catch you guys tomorrow.
see you tomorrow.
Hopefully tomorrow. Yeah.
See ya.
Cool.
Taking another drink.
More.
Lainey's just literally nursing her. She's not really doing drinking to drink. It's more social.
Vlad is clearly inebriated, but it's not clear if it's the liquor or something else. In fact, good bet is it's the pills.
Pills plus alcohol. You mix the two, you got issues.
And he's
I mean,
mixing
she's-
plenty.
she says, "That's right. You're taking medicine, right?"
I had lots of pills.
And she's gonna take like her hand with the bottle and says, "I should not have given you that." And she's gonna kind of move it a little bit out of the way.
He doesn't need it anymore.
No, I don't think so.
Please put it away. Yeah, he doesn't need that anymore.
Hey,
I'll make sure you
come
guys get home okay, both of you, okay?
yeah.
She almost is blushing, and she says, "Thanks, Lainey."
It's cool. It's cool. No problem. Tonight, I mean, I'm cool with y'all drinking. I don't care if you're doing whatever drugs. I just don't want you to like get mugged in the middle of the street.
Yeah, that's usually something to keep an eye out for.
That's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Nice.
What is that?
That's actually perception medicine, which is a little odd, but I figured that might work to be able to tell for sure that because she could. Vlad is
Vlad should
obvious.
not have been
Vlad is
drinking.
obvious.
Vlad should not have been drinking.
Right,
Yeah, I
but-
think Eitra
Well,
didn't
that's
even.
not even what she's trying to see. She's trying to because she knows what's going on with him. There was a bottle. There's alcohol. It's not hard to figure out.
Yes.
But she was looking at Zyna to see if she could catch the signs of being a little too drunk.
She's
And-
not drunk yet. She's just really like she's inebriated. She's just a little bit giggly,
Okay.
probably just she blushed face, not to the point where she's like, "Whoa, I'm seeing waves."
Okay, that's fine. That's all she was trying to do is just keep an eye on it. She's not actually your mother, If you want to drink, you can drink, but
Yeah, I think I don't know. I kind of homebrewed in my head something that happened because usually Isha come across things, so maybe she needed to drink tonight. And so she kind of, what did you? She looks like, did you take part in what happened on Saturday?
who?
You
Yeah, I was there.
you okay?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of shook us all up, I think. But yeah, I mean, I'm okay.
She kind of looks to you and nods and seems satisfied with your answer. And then looks at both of you and says, and kind of looks to Vlad and says, about this winter. Is there anything after the winter?
If we win the war,
That's actually a matter for debate. Some people say there's not, and that we should fight off winter coming.
if you can't fight off the winter,
I'm just telling him both sides, or her both sides. She's allowed to know that.
oh sure, you can blow back the ocean too.
Okay, well, thank you for that. But
He makes a blowing motion.
she was out of the way of his drinky breath.
Yeah,
She's like just kind of moves to one side. She's not drunk enough to deal with that, so she's just gonna be over there.
She's giggling a little bit like an idiot.
But Lady Lena just be like, so the one point of view is that one. The other one is spring comes after winter. We just have to survive the winter.
well, you have to beat the Fomorians. And you have to stockpile glamour for winter. And the Winter King has to reign.
He may be drunk, but he is actually going into real information according to one side of the situation.
So kind of like trying to find a way to hibernate?
No, I don't think hibernation is a good way to get through the winter.
We can't hibernate. It's for the Winter King. There'll be a battle with the Fomorians. Then Summer's king is sacrificed. Sacrifice himself. I don't know. Sacrifice himself? I don't remember. And then it depends who wins the war. But if Winter's King wins the war, then there'll eventually be a spring again. But winter will be long and hard. And
Oh, really? Really?
She face palms.
Jesus.
But yeah, the glamour will be scarce and the dreams will be quiet and muted and pale and all the colors. And the dreams will be different.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's always a spring. It's not the first time. It's not
Well,
fate's willing the last.
how can I help find this? If that is the case, is there anything I can help you to? You guys have helped me.
Restore dual rule.
Old rule?
No.
All right. This is getting a little much. You should not have to make this decision right now. As Lady just sort of gives Vlad a look.
Vlad is just increasingly out of it.
Clearly so. She's still
Each
giving him a look. He can
each
totally
just-
not notice it.
Each just looks very deep in thought. Like she has that philosopher's kind of like that old school archetypal image of the philosopher with their hand on their chin. She seems to think.
Well, after she gives Vlad that look, like, you need to not be going into this like this right now. This is not like something you should be confusing a poor new changeling with. She will then look over to Zyna and just kind of be like, what he means is, by the old ways, is that the courts used to switch back and forth between the Seelie and unseelie rulers over different parts of the year. We have not followed that here in Concordia in a very long time, hundreds of years. until recently when Willows, that's actually to the south. Kingdom of Apples is New England. Willows is the south. In Willows, they switched. They started switching back and forth. But they've also been getting into all kinds of other issues. So it's up in the air whether that's actually a good plan or not.
Balance. Some of that.
Most people would say it's not a good plan, though. The traditional ones, anyway.
Why not? Can you get rid of the courts?
As in, get rid of being Seelie or unseelie? I don't think that's going to happen.
That's I don't know if that's a shame or not, but I think
It's
maybe.
our free nature. It's just what we are. We're one thing or we're the other. I mean, sometimes we kind of dip into the other thing that we are sometimes, kind of slide back and forth just a tiny bit, but we pretty much, we're one or the other.
Okay. I guess I just have to accept that.
I don't think you're going to find balance in the Force that way. You could certainly look into that if that's something you really want. That's where your research in the library and to, in particular, probably the subject of Grimmere would come in very useful.
Yeah, I've been studying at the library these past few weeks, along with my medical studies, and it's been kind of a nice place to learn about maybe some more like wondrous things rather than more chemicals and medicine. And
Make sure you balance. Yeah, make sure you balance your gray world very carefully with your faith, man.
I've had some advice in regards to, especially with my occupation.
Exactly.
So I've tried to expose more of kind of taps the table in the freehold. This, although, I don't know how to describe it.
Your fae and human beings?
No, I don't know. It feels colder these days. And even though I've told people and they felt bad, I almost kind of like it. I don't know. And now when Zaina said that she was cold, you actually get this like, in terms of, think of like in terms of mage resonance, like you would perhaps feel this coldness coming off of her.
True.
Has anyone suggested that maybe you should talk to Amari about some of the stuff having to do with Grimmere?
I was going to,
He's
but things keep coming up.
He's very learned at this stuff. He has some questionable things in his past, but at the same time, he's basically been absolved to the point that the dreaming accepts it. So,
I've met Amara. He seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's the best.
He knows a lot. He knows more than I do about Grimmere. I kind of prefer, I don't know, his way is to focus all on one thing. My way is more to kind of pick up a lot of different knowledges so that might come in handy, you know?
She seems to be thinking. I suppose those are just two ways.
Yep. But nevertheless, if you want to talk to someone about that, about dreaming and magic and all that stuff, that he's better than me.
Yes, and you know what? I'm really gonna try and actually clear my schedule and find time to talk to him, because that's when pretty much everyone's been saying, "Hey, it seems like you should go talk to Amara." So you know what? I'm gonna do that.
A wonderful library.
He is in his
Queens, right?
His barony's in northern Queens. Mine's in southern.
Wait, I thought he was in Manhattan.
He got moved after the incident.
Incident?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we told you about that when he admitted that he knew. He admitted at his own hearing that he did in fact know what.
Oh, Dizzy. Yeah.
No, not Dizzy. Although I don't who's Dizzy. But no, um, Castiel. He knew that Castiel had what Castiel had done, and he didn't report him in or arrest him the day right after it happened. He admitted in court, and so he had a Fior, and he passed it, but he was still removed from northern Manhattan, and he was put into northern Queens.
Oh, right, by Count Douchebag.
Count Certus?
No, well, the other Count Douchebag.
Kellum?
That's the one. Coward.
The one who just stepped down.
Yes.
And
He
Margaret
resigned.
and Mogram's Countess is actually in there now. Yeah.
Ooh, House of Lund is on the rise. And Gwydion takes another hit.
You're just enjoying this a little too much. This is our version of Game of Thrones.
It's as good as bad sex.
I'll be honest, I didn't enjoy those books.
I never even read them or watched them. I just get the idea of them.
I don't know. It's just
It's as good as bad sex? What the hell? What? Seriously, you are like obsessed with sex, Vlad.
I thought you said changelings were obsessed with sex.
Well, he's not normally obsessed with sex.
Oh. Well, you know what they say about alcohol. It gets rid of your inhibitions.
I don't really have a lot of inhibitions normally. I've just been single.
She kind of looks at Vlad like, sure.
Just
Do
been
we-
single
do we
for
need-
4 days.
Do we need to call your girlfriend? I mean, what?
No. I don't have any girlfriends right now.
Oh, wait. Okay, well, you said you did, so that means you broke up?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
that's okay. Still cool. Still helping her brother. He's a swell guy.
Swell.
He uses the word.
I feel like maybe.
Sweet.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I'm going to get him a job as equipment manager. Sort of.
Well, good. I'm glad you would do that for such a swell guy.
Yeah, well, you know. Swell is a great word. Better than groovy. Ugh.
Okay, then maybe we just need to find you a. I mean, I've never asked this question. It feels awkward. Are you straight?
Yeah,
Okay, then we need to find you a chick.
yeah.
A chick who is also into men.
There's no shortage.
Okay.
I have many sons and daughters, and many grandchildren.
Okay.
Impressive?
I think.
Yeah.
And she kind of she's attempting to exchange glances with Zyna at this point.
I think she's extending glances between you and like to you as well. Like I don't know.
Like I don't know what the fuck is up with this boy, but this doesn't right. This is not right.
She'll just kind of say, I don't have to think that there's anything different about that department, do I? It's pretty much the same. I don't have to get the birds and the bees explained to me twice.
Sex or sex, unless somebody adds magic into it, then you can get creative.
Yeah.
You're not sure whether Idra's expression is surprised or horrified at that.
You use your own imagination. That's all
I don't know
got
if I
to
want
say.
to. She says.
Well, I will say, from what I hear, that Oakenshield can be good, preventative.
Yeah, if you're having sex with a bear.
Okay, I've never had sex with a bear. I've never, for all that I'm half goat, I've never been into bestiality.
Bears are goats.
What?
Clearly bears are not goats. Yes,
That's what he said?
I think.
The satyrs are not good. No, I'm tired.
Actually, Toshi called me goat princess.
Toshi was a cool guy.
Toshi was a cool guy and a total asshole. Also a total asshole, but a good guy. I miss him.
Lots of that. Don't worry, my plans to avenge him are soon approaching fruition.
Oh God, be careful with that.
I like fire.
Okay, you better use a lot of fire.
Oh, I do.
You better.
Lots.
No, you better.
So much fire.
Make sure the fire is blue. If blue is hotter fire than white fire.
No. Fire.
And she's going to look at Zaina just a little bit of a something, and just be like, Toshi and his girlfriend died. Two vampires. His girlfriend, her name was Erin, and she was a Selkie.
Oh.
And burn the skin too.
Thusly, I'm guessing that fire is a good thing against vampires. At least it is in all the movies.
Yeah.
Well, they hate the sun. Sun's a big ball of fire.
If only I had my old sword. I miss my sword.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you missed your sword.
I threw it out to those who were left behind. The Saturns.
She just kind of looks to Lane like, wow, he is out of it. She doesn't say that, but that's like the expression on her face.
She's going to be like, do you think we should get him home?
Isn't this one of his homes?
No, like actually to like a house, not like a speakeasy.
Oh, get him like a bed.
I don't necessarily want to put him into bed. I think we can probably get some of his servants to help with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, she stands up and she actually stands up and maybe she's like swaying a little bit. I walked here, and I could help. I think. Yeah.
He's much bigger than me. I am all good with you helping.
Yeah.
Lady at 5'3".
I want my horse.
I think Xana's 5'9", so she can definitely try to help.
Lainey has strength 3. She can totally be of help here. It's just gonna be awkward.
Yeah.
And she's gonna be like, your horse is probably at home. Come on, Vlad, let's go.
She says she's gonna go to the bar and just put I don't know how much the beer was. We'll just say she just puts a bill down on the floor that's probably a little bit more money than she should have paid, but she doesn't care right now.
Yeah, Lainey will finish off her beer finally that she's been nursing for a bit.
Where now are the horse and the rider? Where is the horn that was blowing? Is the helm and the hobbit right
I'm
there?
going to be honest, I'm not sure that getting you a woman right now would be all that much use with as much alcohol and other drugs that are in your system.
Where is the harp on the harp string and the red fire glowing? In the spring and the harvest and told
I know how he feels.
they had passed like a rain on the mountain.
When I first had alcohol, I was much worse than him.
The days have gone down in the west behind the hills into shadow.
I mean, I'm in the habit of when I run into a new chrysalis, I give them a lot of alcohol because it helps. It softens the blow a little bit.
Yeah, I think I could have used alcohol for my chrysalis. But hey,
I wasn't there for yours.
I know you weren't. I'm not blaming you.
I would have given you alcohol. You would have had a lot of alcohol. No, seriously, ask Xavier.
I should have asked while he was here.
He had a lot of alcohol, and so did my new ward actually.
All right, sorry if I sounded weird that day. When I had to go, things were I got reminded that I had to deal with a new patient, and
Don't worry. I'm not going to stress about it. Have you guys met Rhiannon yet?
Rhiannon?
I was
Yeah.
there. Remember?
Yeah. Okay, you did. You're right.
Who's
Yeah.
Rhiannon?
She's a new satyr. She just chrysalis. I'm good. I'm going to take her as my ward.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
We get along really well, so it makes a lot of sense. I think I get where she's coming from on things.
That's good. She's
Yeah.
sweet. Take care of her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
This will be a lot better than, well, not better. It'll be a lot different than dealing with Rancor, let me tell you.
You were Rancor? Rancor was your ward?
Yeah,
I never knew that.
he was. He is sane now. But he's still a good friend and I trust him. And I think, I'm thinking he trusts me too. So,
That's good.
but yes, he was my ward.
How'd that go?
That's a story for another time. We need to get him out of here before
That's right.
before he
Sorry.
passes out.
I'm distracted. Anyway, let's get him somewhere
He's gonna
nice and
pass,
comfortable.
if he passes out. We need him to at least be able to stay on his feet a little bit.
Okay, here, come on, Vlad. Come on. We're going to bring you to a nice,
Yeah.
awesome place.
The two of them are like trying to hoist you up, like on either side. It's really
Got
awkward.
it.
But it's out of character, very amusing. But like,
It's super awkward with the height difference.
yeah, he's about 6.5 feet tall.
And yeah, but that she's 5'9" and I'm 5'3", so it doesn't. None of this is all that great.
And Vlad can't even actually carry himself right now because he has his cane.
Well, we will take his cane because he doesn't need his cane. Since
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, each will probably has an extra strap on her belt, and she can just put it there.
yeah, we'll just grab his cane from him and leave it at his house.
I have a dragon egg.
Really?
I'm gonna make an omelet with it.
Make sure he's warm, okay?
An omelet? No, maybe wait till you're not quite like this to decide if you're going to make a dragon's
Wait a
egg
minute.
omelet.
He said omelet. No, wait, don't do that.
I was gonna feed it to.
Okay, I'm going to say that the two of them are going to attempt to struggle to get him out of there, while he's sort of talking to himself.
You don't have to roll. We could just say that right now they're really struggling, but they finally somehow managed to get like a groove going to kind of get him out of here.
And as soon as they get out to where we can get internet or like web, like a signal, Lady will call a cab, and she will, so that the two of them will actually get him into the cab eventually, so that we're not carrying him all the way there.
Yeah.
You know they based Conan on me.
That doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me at all, Vlad.
Genghis Khan came from my loins.
I don't need to know about your loins.
Oh no.
And she just kind of grins at him.
You're a goat, but we are a horse.
I am a goat.
We're the children of the steep.
Be proud of your heritage, Vlad. Be proud.
And apparently, I was gifted Reigns of the Abyss. It was really cool.
It's a cool word.
Abyss?
Yes.
Yes, it is. It means many things.
Take care.
Take care, Vlad.
Take care, Abyss.
Take care, Abyss?
Take care.
So wait, are we joining him in the cab, or are we just like telling the cab?
Lane is going to join him. You don't have
Mitt
to.
unge herrn kommt mig så sen. Das nächste Bell som ungefähr wird. Und wenn die Line einen Abgrundblickstüber.
She just gets in the passenger seat.
Yeah, we're just gonna kind of try to ignore him and just look at the cab and just be like, he had a little too much to drink. And the cab driver probably has seen this 1,000 times.
I think even Itra Zina might say, and I had just enough.
Battle not with monsters, lest you become a monster. Or if you gaze into the abyss,
There are no monsters on the entities, Vlad.
There are monsters.
Are you sure?
Lots of monsters.
Oh, there are monsters.
But what if we're all monsters?
We are, in a way.
Because that's what I mean. Are we really all
There's greater
monsters?
monsters, and they come back.
Are there really monsters if we're all monsters?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The worst amongst us are like children playing dress up as Hannibal Lecter.
That sounds a bit like a red cap, really. Slam the door behind us, but as we finally wiggle ourselves into the taxi,
Mm-hmm.
slam the door, like probably still sticking out a little bit, so it jams into my hip, and I'm like, son of a...
Should probably scoot in a little bit more just to give you some more room.
And she's like, yeah, just go. And I'm sure that his regular home, which I know out of character where it is, but I'm not sure if Lainey has been to his actual home.
No one knows where it is.
Okay, well then she's gonna look at him, just be like, can you please give the gentleman an address, Vlad?
I don't want to go.
You have to go home. If not, I'm going to take you to my home until you wake up a little bit more lucid.
Let's go to the gym then.
Okay, then give an address.
He gives the address of his freehold.
Okay.
To the gym.
And yeah. Unless there's something else you guys want to do there. That probably kind of covers it.
Yeah.
I think so. I forgot
He's
much.
just he rambles for a bit. Yeah, actually, I'll tell you.
Afterwards, she'll probably help get him home, and then
Lainey
she'll
will
probably...
get Lainey will get another cab to get us home once we have him safely home.
Well, it is nighttime.
It is nighttime. That's the thing. She just wants to make sure everyone gets home safe. And she has the money for this. It's not a big deal.
No, Itra's saying she'll pay.
If you want, she's not going to fight.
And she's even going to go out of her wallet and says, "If you need a cab here," and she's pulling out her wallet, and she's,
I got this. Trust me.
No, I
I'm
insist.
good.
Too bad.
I know that I shall meet my fate.
And she gives you money. She gives you cash to get your own
Those
cab. And maybe
I do not hate. Those I guard.
She'll just finally give it and say thank you. They'd probably end up donating the money later to something else and paying for it herself. But she's not going to let you know that.
Fair enough. But she gives it to you anyway. She gives you like $200 in cash.
Jesus God, that is a lot to get a cab. Well, it's a cab all the way to Queens, so maybe.
She says, anyway, she actually gives you a hug, Lenny. Great. Thank you so much. I'll see you another time.
You got it. Does this mean I've actually been in front of your house now?
My freehold?
No, not you. Well, yeah. Well, I already know we've already been to your place at this point. But I meant to Zynos. Or did you go someplace else? Because she wouldn't push it. Like if you say you want to go somewhere else, we'll go somewhere else.
No, she goes home.
Okay, because like Lainey doesn't even hide her home. Like if she's like, yeah, I'm in Southern Queens. Just let me know if you text me. I'll give you an address. Blah blah blah.
She lives in Harlem, so I'm not even sure because I know people said vampires were there, hang out there.
Yes, they do, but Lainey isn't quite as connected into that. Although she was warned, I think, by Dimitri. But she's not as worried about it. We're just going in and like out again, so not a big deal. Mm-hmm. And okay. Yeah, I think we have all the details covered.
We have all the details covered. We're good now.
This was actually a great scene.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah. Alrighty, so is that it? Everyone have anything else to do?
No, I thought it was pretty cool.
All right. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, which there probably aren't any, but hello. And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Peace.